I'm Haro Sansom Choi, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm the proud customer of Kirrin Finch. When I was looking for clothes, I knew I wasn't going to find something that fit well, that suited me, that affirmed my gender identity. It was very difficult to find something that felt truly me.
10 years ago when we first started the brand, I remember sitting in a meeting talking about we're making these clothes and it's not going to sit in the women's section and it's not going to be in the men's section. For us, it was really trying to figure out how do we break away from the binary of the fashion industry. So before we launched our first product, which was a button-up shirt, we brought together a whole bunch of folks from the community, and then from there we used that feedback to make sure that we were hitting the right points for our customers.
When I first came across Kirrin Finch about 9 years ago, I thought to myself, wow, this brand is a game changer. I saw a team that was willing to do a deep dive in understanding our community's needs.
Finding a company like Kirrin Finch just made me feel so seen and loved for who I am.
Our approach is all about representation and authenticity. We use real people, our community members, as models in our photo shoots. It's really important for us because a lot of us in this community have not seen ourselves represented in mainstream fashion.
Showing up for our community is how we create long-lasting relationships. Besides creating clothes that affirm folks' identity, we have a social give back program. Through our social give back program, we get to show up for our community in various ways. Volunteering, making donations, or our Dapper Scout program where we are amplifying the voices of folks who are doing badass things in the community.
And one of the biggest moments that we had tied to our Dapper Scouts program was when we did a presentation at the Dapper Q Fashion Show, which is the largest queer fashion show that goes on during New York Fashion Week. And there we were able to platform powerful LGBTQ+ leaders on a runway and celebrate ourselves as a community who is often erased and made invisible, especially in today's climate.
So 10 years ago when we first launched, we had no fashion experience and we were only making shirting. But you know, I look back and think about how small of a team we were and how scrappy we were, and many of those ethos are still the same, but I'm so proud of how far we've come.
In the years that I've been with Kirrin Finch, there's been so many evolutions of our suiting. We started off with the Georgie suit, that is our all-wool suit made in Italy, and then we evolved into the Scout suit, which is a modern interpretation of business casual, and it stretches and flexes with your daily wear.
One of the things from the very start of our brand that was super important to us was creating accessibility to the options that we provided. And so that's something that we've been really proud to be able to continue to extend throughout the life of our brand.
We also incorporated additional sizes. We expanded our range from extra small all the way to 5X. Community feedback is very important because we want to support the community as well as the community supports us. And it's a symbiotic relationship that we want you to be as authentic as yourself, and we see you evolve, and we want to support that as well.
When I first tried on Kirrin Finch clothing, I felt like, oh, this shirt was made for me. It affirmed my gender identity, it fit so well, and it just felt like it was made with such care.
It might be cliche, but our customers are everything to us. Once the clothes get here, we are hand packing all of the items. We know a lot of our customers by first name. We know what products they're going to be excited about. We keep them in mind for every decision we make.
To wear something that truly feels like me feels like coming home. Anything that is gender affirming is really life-saving, and I feel like I can walk around the world with my head held high and really loving who I am.
You know, queer joy is so important, especially the time that we're in right now. And so one of the things that we're going to continue to lean into is making sure that we can celebrate our successes, and so that we have the energy and the power to fight the battles that are to come. Ultimately, we're more than just a clothing brand. When we show up for the kid that's 13 and finding their way through their first formal event, to the person that's 65 and has never been able to show up and feel authentic.
I'm excited for 10 years at Kirrin Finch. I've been with this brand throughout its evolutions and cannot wait to see where this brand takes its journey next.